Alright, who are we going to again, Nick? Oh yeah, the Chica. Memory Den. Reminds me of Shadowrun. Sim chips?
Well, Mr. Valentine.
You're quick, Nick.
I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Ooh, slick.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface? All Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
You're awesome, Nick. 10 out of 10.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this. If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
That's honestly what I was worried about too. I don't want him taking on any traits of that scum.
Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers.
Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
For sure, homie. Dude, I could play some Minecraft on this or something.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the
Focus.
host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant.
Watch us, Laura.
It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load
big
you
boy.
into the strongest memories we can find. Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. This may prove disorienting at first.
I can handle it. I hope.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Oh, he's from frickin' classic
What a joke.
Fallout.
What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
There appears to be
irresponsible,
another
Laura.
intact memory close to you in temporal sequence.
I am a big believer that proper parenting can turn any kid away from an evil path.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing?
Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Gun's one way of keeping your family safe, but there's a lot more too. If you have a fire extinguisher, I recommend you get a fire extinguisher. Can't shoot a fire. Got medical supplies? I recommend you get medical supplies. And medical training. Kid falls down off of, like, I don't know, a cliff or something, breaks his leg. Bone splits through. Do you know how to patch him up? Because a gun's not going to be able to patch him up. It's good to protect your family. Try and get what you need. Everything.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Seems like his family might have been killed. Though I do sympathize with him, it doesn't justify anything he did. If the same thing happened to me, would I turn cold and hard? No. If anything, I'd be more sympathetic. I'd have been less likely to actually shoot the mother of that child. Like, you know how it feels. You've been there. You've experienced it. Why would you even be capable of doing that? Me and him probably could have been homies in another life. He could have been a good man in another life. But I guess he made his choices.
I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
You see, right when they said family, right down this way, like, yeah, why don't you go kill his family? He's experienced that same thing. Like, why would you do that? Me, I'd have threw right there on him. Or maybe diverted their attention and then drew on him and blew him away. Evil turds.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748. Initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
Manual
Looking forward to
override
reliving
initiated.
this.
Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you shot.
least we still have backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again.
Honestly, going through that again just helped me feel more justified in taking him down.
Is that your son? This appears
Little
to
Ginger?
be a very recent
Probably.
memory. So, good news, I think.
Yeah, this is the house in Diamond City. Surprised you got my hair, kid. Could you?
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Father, homie. These piss ants are lying to my boy.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense.
How do I leave? Homegirl, do I just walk out this door? Bro, I don't know how to leave. Oh. I'm stuck in here forever!
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had.
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? No one would risk going there. Not even to hide.
I'd argue, yeah. I mean, if you knew how to survive, and he's a scientist, so I bet he's got the tech. If you knew how to survive, it would be a perfect hiding spot. Glowing sea, I'm assuming, is heavily irradiated.
If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
Yeah, but I want to play in more power armor, but it's really glitchy in this. What happened to Valentine? Did he friggin' disintegrate? He always disappears. We'll find a way.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
It's the way to my son. We gonna find a way, or we gonna die.
Be safe.
This is the
By
only
the
option.
way, he's waiting for you upstairs.
Alright, I hope he's good. He is by far the best homie I've ever had. Whoa, you're ruining my shadow dance, man. It's like it's the highlight. How you holding up?
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Nick, are you still in there?
What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
I know I got some power armor back, stashed with the musketeers or whatever.
Been one heck of a ride so far.
Oh yeah, but it's been good to have you with me.
Next.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs.
Took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see.
You ain't Nick the Synth to me, homie. You're Nick the freaking best friend I ever had. I think we're gonna call it quits there. Hope you enjoyed. Pretty dialogue heavy, but honestly, it was like, it was very, very interesting to me. Like, seeing it in VR, it's even more like emotionally pulling and everything with everything. It's weird, but it's cool. Super cool. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see everything, single thing. Have fun, be well, do good. I am Red Wolf. This is my story. Because I want to hear you talk. I want to hear you talk strong. That lovely voice. Ah! Alright, fine. Be that way. You'll be my friend soon enough.